All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell has reduced interest rates 50 basis points. As we spoke about yesterday, we'll get into the details, but this is very bullish for the market. Now, if we take a look at the market now, it did have an initial bump up, but then we saw a decline after that. So I don't know if the market is digesting the information. I'm not sure if they're worried that Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell did the 50 basis point cut because they think a recession is on its way. Now, they didn't say that in the meeting. They're very optimistic, but who knows if they're trying to comfort the public? Who knows what they're trying to do? But I think overall it's very bullish for the market, especially you guys know I'm into the crypto market. I think it's a 50 basis point cut is very bullish for crypto, especially going into historically the most bullish month for crypto, which is October, and coming out of a historically bearish month, September. I think this just sets us up to reach that six-figure mark, 100K, by the end of the year, right? All right, so let's get into some of the details, and let's talk this 50 basis point cut. So in today's speech, following the Federal Reserve's decision to cut interest rates by 50 basis points, Jerome Powell emphasized that the move was aimed at supporting continued economic stability as inflation moderates. The rate cut brings the Federal Reserve rate down to 4.75% to 5%. Wait, what? That doesn't even make any sense. The rate cut brings the Federal Reserve rate down to a range. Brings the federal funds rate down to a range of 4.75% to 5%, making a shift from the aggressive rate hikes of the past 2 years. Powell highlighted the improved balance in the labor market and expressed confidence that inflation is on a steady path toward the Fed's 2% target. Right, so he's trying to get inflation down to 2%. I'm not sure where it's at now. I think we may be at 3% right now, or somewhere around there, but maybe a little bit higher than that. But yeah, the target is 2%. And so what else did he say? He also said, Powell acknowledged the challenges posed by the economic uncertainties, including global growth, concerns, and potential weakness in the labor market. But he stressed that this rate cut would help prevent further job losses. He also noted that while inflation risks are easing, the Fed will continue to monitor data closely and could implement additional cuts before the end of the year. Right, and that's what he basically said. I watched what the speech, and he was optimistic. He thinks inflation is easing, and there was a lot of people that asked questions about, what are the rate cuts going to look like going down into November, December, and things like that. In total, they're looking to do 200 basis points, right? We already got a 50 basis point cut. That means there's 150 basis point cuts left. So they're obviously going to spread that out. They're not going to do it all at once. But the market itself is pricing in. I just saw on somebody else's channel that it's 35% chance already that we may get a 50 basis point cut towards the end of the year. Now, is that going to happen? Not sure. That would be very aggressive because, again, the goal is 200 basis points in total. So if they do another 50 basis points towards the end of the year, that's basically going to be half of their target. And remember, they are expected to do a bunch of rate cuts going into 2025. So yeah, very bullish. Remember, initially they anticipated, they were talking, I would say from like July to August, they were talking about a 25 basis point cut, a 25 basis point cut. We're going to cut it 25%, 0.25%. And that just slowly shifted, I would say, in the last month that they were, going to do a 50 basis point cut. And that's what they did, right? So he also talked about GDP. Jerome Powell highlighted that the U.S. economy continues to grow at a steady pace. He noted that GDP had increased by 2.2% in the first half of the year, reflecting a stable expansion despite challenges in the global economic landscape. Powell emphasized that while the labor market has softened somewhat, with job growth slowing to an average of 116,000 per month and unemployment at 4.2%, economic growth remains robust. He reiterated the Federal Reserve commitment to balancing economic growth with inflation control. So basically what we said earlier, more rate cuts to come. This is very bullish for the market. Now, there's a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of finance YouTubers that are short-term bearish on the market. And it's because, and let me check my mic. I just want to make sure my mic is working. Give me just a sec. Give me just a sec. Just a sec. Short-term bearish on the market. All right, cool. And it's because, yeah, so the market is short-term bearish because these rate cuts were priced in 100% already. So now, obviously, I think the 50 basis point cut was just recent news. I saw a lot of YouTubers were saying 25%, and I was just covering the market. I wasn't really predicting how much they were going to cut by, but I saw a lot of finance YouTubers say, oh, 25%, 25. They're just following the news. So a lot of them said, oh, I switched to 50%. See, I told you that there was going to be 50%. And again, it's because of the news. People were switching that. The percentages switched. So, yeah, it's one of those things where it was already priced into the market. So it wasn't like, let me see. It wasn't, I don't know why this is so dark. It was already priced into the market. And, yeah, so it wasn't like they really predicted anything. I'm trying to see if I could get this thing a little bit. Studio light. That doesn't look too good. Let's see. I don't like that either. I like that. Maybe. All right, cool. Whatever. Yeah, so it was priced into the market. So that's why people thought, okay, well, it's going to be very bearish in the short term, because people are like, all right, since we already priced it in, let's short the market and let's just not worry and let's not be too bullish. Right now, looking at prices, if I look at BTC's back at 60,000, which is very bullish. I think, again, we're already halfway in to September. September's historically, like I said, the most bearish month for a crypto. But I think because of these rate cuts, I think it's going to turn around towards the end of the month. And then I think we're going to end September actually positive on BTC. We might end up around 65, 70K. And then going into October, I think that's when we start the parabolic move. Now, as far as tech stocks go, very bullish for tech stocks, NVIDIA, Tesla, semiconductors, all the AI stuff. It's very bullish. So I think right now what you need to do, I don't think you're not going to have too much time to get into the market that much longer, I would say that, man, this camera is like, the lighting's so bad. I wonder if I can. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. So yeah, I don't think you're gonna have much time to get into the market. As far as the crypto market, I think tech stocks are gonna go up too, but I think going into 2025, towards the end of the year, we may see some type of significant pullback. I wouldn't call it a recession for the overall stock market, but I know 2025 is going to be a crypto year. So whatever crypto does, you may have some stocks that follow crypto like Coinbase that are going to do well, and maybe some AI plays. But I think we're we're going into 2025, and it's going to be a crypto year. And I think towards the end of this year, it's going to be crypto heavy as far as price action goes. But yeah, that is the summary of what Jerome Powell is going to do. Now, they basically said they're going to go off reports, economic reports and things like that to predict how much they're going to do, how much of a rate cut they're going to do the next time. And we'll see. We'll see if they end up doing a 50 basis point cut, or they end up just doing a 25. In my opinion, they're probably going to wait a month out. Again, there's some economic reports that are to come out. I think third quarter earnings as well. So they're probably going to look at all this data and then decide whether they're going to cut interest rates 50 or 25. I don't think it's going to go higher than that unless something drastic happens. But yeah, but overall, very positive for investors if you're invested in the market. We've been waiting for an interest rate cut. It hasn't happened in 3 to 4 years. So yeah, I'm very excited, again, specifically for the crypto market. We're going into it's an election year. We're going to get more rate cuts to come, and I think price action is just going to be crazy. So yeah, that's my summary of that. Some housekeeping items. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok, Financial Nutrition, Instagram, Mr. Financial Nutrition, and yeah. I'll keep you guys in touch with what's going on with the Fed, what's going on with crypto, stock prices, and just anything in general. Again, looking to upload actual long-form videos on Sunday when it comes to the channel. Even though I already do a live stream Sunday, I want to do an actual video, but more to come on that. So yeah, if you guys don't follow me on here, make sure you go. Well, if you want to stay in touch more than just YouTube, go follow me on the TikTok and Instagram platforms. But that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.